This is the histogram function referred to in Downey. It takes, as a parameter, it takes a string. And after setting up an empty dictionary, which it does in this line, it then traverses the string for C and S. This is the syntax you've seen before. And there's two possibilities since we're starting with an empty dictionary. Either C, and C is going to be one of the characters in the string S, is either going to be in the dictionary or it's not going to be in the dictionary. If it's in the dictionary, we want to set D of C equal to 1. And that would be tantamount to saying that we've got the first character of that type. On the other hand, and that's what the else does, if C is already in the dictionary, then we want to increase the value of C. D of C plus equals to 1. And then we want to return the dictionary. Okay, so let's see how this works here. So if I run this, and I do a let's define a string here. So let's do a string of Seattle. And I do a histogram of S. Well, I'll just do this histogram of S. So you can see what I get is I get a dictionary, the keys of which are the distinct letters in Seattle, and the values are the count of that particular letter. So for example, there's 1A in Seattle, there's 2 E's, there's 1 L, and there's 1 S, and there's 2 T's. Now this function right here, what it will do is it will print the histogram out. So let me execute the previous line but assign it to a variable. And so now I want to print that out. I want to print the histogram out. So the input to this function print hist is a dictionary. So if I do this, it takes each key in the dictionary and iterates through. You can see what it's doing for C and H, print C, comma H. But they are not in order because dictionaries do not keep the keys in any alphabetic or any other order. And if you want them in order, we can execute this one. The difference is that in this second version of print histogram, I first of all have Python compute the list of the keys of H. And so let me do that right here. L is equal to list of H dot keys. Okay, so here are the keys in H. H has been previously computed to be the histogram for Seattle, and so the keys are simply the letters, distinct letters S, A, L, E, and T. And if I take this and I do a dot sort on it, L dot sort, it's one of the methods for lists, and now I look at L. Now it's in alphabetical order, and so that's what I'm doing here inside this function. is I'm first of all um, defining the list of the keys of H, and then I'm sorting them, and then I traverse what is now an alphabetical list and print out the histogram alphabetically. So if I do this last one here, and there you go. There are now, it's the output of the dictionary, printed output of the dictionary, but the keys are now in alphabetical order. A through T for the letter for the string Seattle.